Hello all. Today we are going to see how can convert the schematic and layout file using the Claude without doing any manual operations, only by using the Claude. So here I have prepared some block diagrams already. I put it on my GitHub, and based on these things, I just wanted to experiment how can my Claude is creating the exact schematic that we'll see. So I have using the Windows system. So I have using the PowerShell for login to the my my cloud environment. So here I'm going to my directory. Yeah, I have created one of the directory for that one. So here I'm running my cloud. Yeah, now I log into that one. So now I will migrate to my GitHub repo and I will ask for the rest of the activity. I just copied my repo, that image. I will put it. Mm, Refer to this. I need to create the smaller footprint as much as easy manual solvable KiCad schematic design design along of the sub 05 um, SMD events manual soldering will go with two layer simple stack up and um, battery charging port is type C is recommended. Go with footprint. These are mostly available as default. If not label it from the standard server DA. Create the KiCad schematic and layout along with the and components, parts which has available in India local market, that is more. I have given some of the requirements. We'll see how it will create. Because of the here, I don't have installed KiCad and all to my local. That means my machine. So maybe that will ask. So now I am asking for permission to fetch this content. Yeah, I am giving to allow this code to get read it from my environment. And also there I have here some error is showing. Let's see. Yeah, that repository is not taking. Right. I will give the separate access for this one. It's a direct image, so it is not taking. Here, this whole folder is having the uh, direct access. So this is the sensor block I given. So preferred, I already generated the requirement document detailing. Based on that, I will give. So here, this is the my overall block diagram. So this I will create it for the especially for my Claude input only. I have created this architecture. So this I will give. I'm giving four. Yeah, here I'm facing some issues with my repo. I will now will choose the third option. I'll just copy this necessary content and I'll go with that one. Here one simple mistake is there in my analog section. There it was I'm using some I2C for these things, but that is not mentioned here. That I will update. Yeah, here everything is get updated. So I'll just copy all those content and I will put it on that um, requirement. And now my content will be directly pasted to my cloud environment. Then it is started thinking. So now we'll see how it will give the schematic and layout file generations. start thinking. We'll see the response. It will take some time, I guess. We'll see. Yeah, here the most convenienced part is like wherever it has some queries or wherever it has some pre-analysis requirements, all it will clarify with us, like the folder directory access and any judgments or any analysis it has to taken from some deviated way. The cloud will ask us with some of the uh, questions like optional questions, one or two, three options. It will suggest and it will ask where I need to direct like that. So here it's like uh, it will follow the way the solution will be the correct way or not like that. It will pop up and it will ask us to where I need to go. So based on our input, it will take a redirection and it will go. So then only it will started thinking blindly. It may not go with some generic thought and it will ask again. So we will end up with a bad result. So that's why it is a good for who I need to get that convenienced way where I am going. So I will just share my note and then I will make a route. So that is Claude is doing. So it is very nice for when you are doing some bulk entries or such kind of task and all. So it is asking for command content quoted characteristics in this flag. Set up project structures, check the environment. Yes, I'm giving permission for yes. Yeah, it is asking make directory sensor node, create a project directory structure. Yes, I will give for all the permission. So here it is taking of one, two, three, four major tasks. One is like set up project structure and check the environment. Second one is KiCad project generator script. Third one is generate the KiCad project file and create the BOM and assembly. So it is creating a subtask and what in the majority of the stacks. So those and all it is splitting and it is asking for the permissions and privileges. Then it will start working. So it's very great approach for to waterfalling method into the breakdown the events and tasks like that. So we'll get the clarity about where it is struggling, where it is taking so much of time, whether it is record my project or not. So those all those things we'll easily track and we'll see. Here you can see I am encoding one of the error. Output token is maximum is exceeding, so that way what it is doing in the sense it is breakdown in the smaller pieces and it start creating the text project file. So like that way it will make the decision and it will automatically making the split off of the task and it will execute. That is a great thing. It is this kind of models around with an around 4,900 and token. Then let's make the decide about this kind of things. So here it is showing. Let me create the KiCad project file directly, and it is routing the 50 lines codes. Here it is started. Here facing some of the issues, so it is splitting of the breakdowning the task. Yeah, now the file creation is the generation script is done. That generating the project files now, and it is asking, do you want to proceed? This command is available. This command is like run the KiCad project generator script. It is generating the Python code. Based on the Python code, it will generate that KiCad script that it is asking, and I am giving for. It is saying this, it need command contains quoted characteristics in flag name. The symbol libraries and all it is taking. So oh, it is started wiring, I guess. This wiring, so it need the permission. So I'm giving yes. Now that is completed successfully and bomb also created. Here you can see how detail it is giving the result. Here it is saying the project files, project file, schematic, PCBA, bomb, and Python generate the script rerunnable. So 157 components instance placed in this net and 149 nets labels are connected. So seven major sections: power, ESP, MCU, I2C sensor, RS485 analog, and LEDs connectors are there. Summary: the MCU which one is that is using that class A components list, and it is displaying the rest of the components. PCBA spec 60 cross 80 mm, 6 centimeter to 5 8 8 centimeter it is giving, and two layer that board fab, all those details it is saying. Okay, now open the schematic for check the KiCad events it is saying. So meanwhile, I push this all those data into my um, GitHub repo. In that folder, I'm asking to create on V1 design folder. Under that, I need to put it for the getting the proper visibility for the folder directory. I will give the folder path. Okay, yeah, asking yes, I will give. Meanwhile, I just copied. Perfect. It went to that same directory which I have recommended. There it is pushing all those data. Once it is done, I will open it in my local system. Then we'll see the how the project is look like, whether it's fully completed or it's partially completed. How it is there, we'll see. Okay, directed to the repo, new repo. Here all the files are there. What I will do, I just download this whole directory. On design is there. Okay, I will download the whole directory. From there, I will take the exact one. I'm creating a new path. There I am putting this one. We'll see how it is. it is completed. We'll just extract this folder. So in my directory, I'm using for multiple experiments, so that's why it is filled up with so many files. I'll directly go to the exact folder path and I will see how the our new nodes are created. Yeah, this is our file which we have developed now, so that I will put it outside that folders. Yeah, here I am opening my project file. Project file is getting open. This is my schematic. I will see the how the full-fledged schematic look like. 100% using Claude. Here all the symbols are incorporated, but that design is not fully finished. And I will open the layout file now. Oh, actually, here I found one thing like I asking for design. It just populated. It's just populated all those symbols and footprint inside those things. It's not completed the design. I'm opening the design file also. Here some error I am getting. Line 104 offset. So now I will go to the okay. I will ask Cloud to re-verify these files. Yeah, open the project file. Notice the on the schematic. mm, Connected. Only opening and error of what is the error it is showing that we will clearly mention that it's saying exp setting expecting mm, directory line 104 comma offset 3 and when I am opening the no default directory found you must choose one when I okay, this is MD file so it is showing so that is acceptable. What is under this my symbol library or there only the git is there. Okay, found the symbol folder only git keep file is there. I wanna to need the GPO which can directly use it from the local local machine. Now I am giving the more clarity. I will go to my about KiCad and this is my version 9.01. 9.0.1 I am giving a command for what is the issue on those things. Now it is optimized to all those these errors based on our input. Now it is asking for the KiCad now. Here, these are all the updated data. We'll see. Here it is suggesting open in KiCad, schematic editor, preference, manage symbol libraries, project libraries tab. Okay, so name with W, run ERC, verify all the connections are valid, tools update PCBs. So it is giving the all those updated errors and all. So now I will ask, yeah, now I am pushing this file into Git. Let's see. It is created. Here on additional note, I can able to see bomb with India sourcing, particularly limiting for which I have given the prompt during that one, locally available components, because of some of the components are available in the uh, only available in some other countries based market easily, but when we look up with geographical mark, those components will be very costlier and it may not be available directly, so the sourcing is very difficult. So that's why I given that particular word, that it is taken seriously and it is pushing. Okay, now we'll see that git report. I'm refreshing this one. Yeah, here v2 design is already updated. Okay, again I'm downloading it from here. Whole path, whole folder. Is downloaded now. I'll move into that folder. Tensor node V2 design is my exact one. So I just copied, came back outside and pasting. All the files are getting. Now I am opening project file, opening the schematic. Just get open, and here I get some suggestion like schematic editor, preference, manage symbol libraries, preference, manage symbol libraries, project replace tab. Under the yeah, here is the project library tab. That I'm pasting here. Open. Give it. Okay. So then next one is run ERC for all the components and valid tools related for PCB operating this component. Here now also you can see there is no more wires are connected. The file created by older version of KiCad will be converted into a new format when it's saved. So here again I'm getting this errors not found. It is coming. You can see I guess it is wired but it has some errors, so that's why these are all get this realignment I guess. So this I need to give the clear cut prompt to files, but issue is open. Okay, try to open my layout file. What it is showing, we'll see. It is getting created some alignments only. I will see it on 3D view. Here, just the bare PCB is generated. No more for the symbols, and also I will just try to export it. The annotation I'm doing. When I do the annotation, the symbols are getting updated. Let's see, it's getting hanged. So one thing is like it tried to create some subsystems and blocks and also, but during that creations it get crashed or something. Some error has happened. So now I'm updating my PCBs. This all those things need to be placed here. Am I right? Okay. Schematic. Use the A4 size for the page and create the pages as major sections properly clear the all those and okay. Now this all things are compacted and it is updated. When I am exceeding the token, it is automatically compacting my the previous historical data of the comments, and it is migrating. So here you can see the page size, layout, all those things are optimized. So now we'll see it again. So I will properly close my files first. Now I am refreshing my page. Let's get refreshed. Downloading again. Downloaded. Coming to the exact folder. It's not yet finished. Now we'll see. I hope this all those files are get generated a hierarchy design. Now I can able to see. Open the project file again. The project file I'm opening. So yeah, now I can able to see some good values. The problem here is some things are not yet placed properly. I will look into that layout file. Okay, here again it is getting blank. So um, I can see this kind of IC file creations and all will go up, and whenever we need such kind of advanced analysis, and in that way it will be very useful. This basic setups and all, this card is getting fair, some need some upgradation levels. That was my thought. So here I am always getting some blank and irrelevant data. It's not more appropriate. It's not fulfillment. It's up to not in that way. So that was I am facing. So we'll see. um, in the next experiment we'll do the schematic layout first, and then we'll sync with the file, and based on the review we can ask Claude to optimize it. So in that way we can try it and experiment it. Thank you. Stay tuned for further.